Welcome to Robertland. That's right, your favorite not safe for work comedy theme park podcast. And I'm your host, Robert Thompson, comedian, musician, theme park phrenologist, all I do. And here's your co-host, Rossco Soletrain.
What is up, everybody?
How you guys doing? Man, I just love blood-curdling screams to wake myself up. I was actually just in a drug haze for 17 days, and it's good to be alive. Just kidding. Look, I'm excited because today in the building we've got two friends of the show. A man who's been on almost every episode of the podcast with me, comedians, philosophers, geniuses in their own right.
What was the word that you said earlier today?
We also are
Greek
not
gods.
allowed at dog parks anymore. We can talk about that later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, ZACK HILLMAN and Daryl Williams are in the studio
Hey,
today.
everybody.
Yeah, man.
How's it going?
It's so great, man. It's good to have you guys back on the show and
Fuck yeah.
have Daryl back. We had that great episode
Sure.
with the late great Ryan D.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
So
man. So it's good
RIP.
to have you back, man. And I'm excited because this episode is going to be all about clowning around. Right, and from ancient Egypt to Shakespeare's Othello to Pagliacci, Bozo the Clown to even Donald Trump. Clowns have really had a big presence in society.
That's unique satire.
Yeah.
Topical.
I'm excited, but before we get to this is weird to have Zach in the building.
Yeah.
You're gonna do an impromptu theme park minute. No, before we get to that, we're gonna go to a segment
I can do an impromptu theme park
Let's
minute.
do it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Let's try it.
We always
Why the
joke
fuck
now
not?
because you're not
We're
here.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
We're gonna kick it to Zack Attack.
All
Yeah,
right.
no.
Here it is, your theme park minute with Zack HILLMAN. Take it away.
This is Theme Park Minute with Zack HILLMAN. Recycling is quite the fad these days. In fact, Disney wound up recycling some of their plans for Tokyo Disney Sea. That's right, for a brief period in the 2000s, the Disney parks actually owned the Queen Mary Streamliner in Long Beach, California. They had plans to develop the park, but they wound up giving them to Tokyo instead when the plans fell through with the city of Long Beach. Well, I guess it's true what they say. Everything dies in Long Beach.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wow.
Give it up.
Yeah,
Live
Zack
theme
HILLMAN.
park minute. Dude, that was like, were you prepared for
I've been researching this one and I just never got around to writing it.
Dude,
so
great.
I didn't.
Nice.
I'm glad that I pretended to have a punchline at the end there.
Yeah, that was
Well,
good.
that was great.
And honestly, I had no idea that was the case, but that Streamliner does look just like the Queen Mary from the outside.
Yeah, it's actually partially based on it.
Crazy.
So yeah. If have you been?
To the Queen Mary?
Well, no, to Tokyo Disney.
No,
Sea.
I'm just a fucking nerd, and I look at pictures and videos of theme parks constantly.
Dude, no shame, no shame.
Especially Tokyo Sea Disney.
Yeah.
It's quite unique.
It does
Dude.
look awesome.
Yeah.
It's the best theme park I've ever been to in my life.
Oh, so you've been?
Really?
I have been. Yes, it's amazing. One of the best things about the Tokyo Disney parks
Yeah.
is the exchange rate on the yen.
Yes.
So like food, it's all like 500 yen, which is
$5.
like a little bit less than 500 pennies, basically. So it's like $4.70 for like a shrimp steam bun. That's really fucking good. It's like better than a steam bun you could even get in America.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I,
So you can eat around the park for cheap.
I tried to audition to be Santa Claus for Disney Sea, and they didn't take me because I was, quote, not fat enough.
Wow, that must have felt great, right, Daryl?
It was the one time I was like, wow, can you tell my mom this? Can you tell all my ex-girlfriends this? Like, I'm not fat enough to be Santa Claus.
So was that was?
Can you tell my PE teacher that I'm not fat enough to be Santa Claus? Because that's all he called me in the 7th grade.
I had a PE teacher tell me I was fat once.
He called
Yeah.
you Santa Claus?
No, he called me Biggins. What?
Biggins?
Yeah, he called me
Hey,
Biggins.
Biggins heart attack. Come on.
Bilbo
And
Biggins!
here's Biggins.
Coming up with the rear.
Yeah.
think
Are
that-
you a Greek god diabetes?
Yeah.
I think that he was just like fucking a tortured person. His
right.
last name was Plumtree,
Nice.
and he was kind of a
Oh.
dildo. So I think when you're a dildo and you're
More like
Yeah.
Dumbtree, am I right?
Yeah. So I
I
think
heard
that was
He
it.
made fun of handicapped kids, probably, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I heard Meatloaf was given the term Meatloaf from his football coach.
I could see that.
His football coach was like, "Get over here, Meatloaf," and he's like, "I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make you eat that meatloaf words."
So
That's my favorite song.
You're crying.
You're crying. I'm gonna go do Rocky Horror Picture Show and show you.
Yeah.
So that was when
Paradise
you,
by
when
the
'cause you were
Dashboard
working at
Light.
Disneyland, right?
Yeah, I did.
And what were you doing there again?
Character work. I was
Oh,
a
that's
Disney
right.
character. Yeah.
Yeah. You were Eeyore.
Eeyore, Buzz Lightyear, Pluto. Those were like the three main ones, and then there'd be like a handful of like B
Pluto
Squad
size,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, they would put it in different categories, so you could either be 4 different height ranges: Mickey, Chipmunk, Pluto, or Goofy.
How fat do you have to be to play Santa at Disneyland?
Pretty fat, and
Yeah.
I always thought it was like they're gonna like put a fat suit on you.
Yeah,
like
they
you-
want an actual.
No, they
obese
actually
person.
wanted
Yeah.
a real fat person. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
And then they also were like, hey, because this was also at the time where I didn't have a beard because I was working at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, what are your thoughts on like, can you grow a beard? And I was like, I think I can. And they're like, what if we dyed it too? Would you be like into that? And I'm like, yeah, I guess, whatever. But they were totally into like, we need you to have a real beard.
If you
and
pay
we
me to
need
go
you
to
be really fat.
Tokyo, you can do whatever. The
No
hell.
shit.
You can take one of my butt cheeks.
The
bro.
fucking like salary,
Yeah.
it was gonna be like room and board plus like like $2 or $3 grand a week. It was gonna be insane,
Ooh, that's
like
good
a
money.
good money, like
good money.
And what year was this?
Plus,
like-
especially when you're a performer at Disneyland,
Yeah.
you work like 20 minutes,
a
4
day.
or 5 times a day.
You got a lot of
Yeah.
breaks. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of downtime.
And you're not working every single day. They have a couple of
Mm-mm.
dudes playing Santa Claus, and the rest of the time you're just eating the best fucking sushi in the
Yeah.
world.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I knew a guy that like because there was a bunch of us that already worked at Disneyland, so they were already like, okay, we're gonna like have auditions, and if you get it, you'll have like a 6-month stint over there or whatever. And then 4 of my friends and I all auditioned, and one got hired, and that guy went over there, met his wife. It was crazy. Like,
Oh, you're fat enough.
yeah, he was fat enough.
You
He was
fat pig. Here's your job.
He
me
looked
like a
literally
Santa
like
Claus.
he was like a
Yeah.
doppelganger of like Jack Black.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
Like
cool.
that guy, like he was a really cool guy.
Was it Jack Black? You can tell us.
Yeah, it wasn't Jack Black.
I know.
He was slumming it. It was
Just name
yeah.
drop, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, before I do School of Rock or any of that shit, I gotta do Disneyland. I gotta be
Yeah.
fucking.
I
Santa
gotta
Claus.
live my truth, guys.
But I mean, a lot of
Sorry, Kyle Gauss.
That's the thing, though. A lot of people that worked at Disneyland, especially in the entertainment, like or character work or any parades or anything, they thought that was it. They were like, Disneyland movies,
Yeah.
or that's it. Like, I'm gonna be working at Disneyland, and then I'm gonna get found and discovered, and I'm gonna be on a TV show.
It worked for Steve Martin.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think it
gonna
only
go
worked
to
for
the
Steve
next-
Martin, from what I
Right,
hear. It's
right,
never like,
right.
I know,
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis made a great Eeyore. No, I don't know.
Mhm,
Actually,
mhm, mhm.
You know what's funny? I haven't researched any of that. I'm sure there's more
Yeah,
people that have done
probably.
it. There's got to
Of
be.
course,
There's a
Kevin
ton.
Costner also worked
With
at
the,
Disneyland.
Okay.
I feel like there's probably some famous people that have worked the Jungle Cruise that we're like forgetting.
Yes.
yeah.
That are like James Spader or something.
Yeah.
Can you
Something,
imagine
know?
him?
James
Yeah, he'd be
Spader. Yeah.
Oh, here comes a fucking hippopotamus.
Yeah.
You know, like
Hey, there's a hippopotamus on the right, and then there you got the pudding pops. Oh, watch out what you put in the hippopotamus and drink it.
Just imagine like
Don't get arrested in Philly.
or like Anthony Jeselnik doing like the Jungle Cruise.
I
Like,
know. Yeah.
you see that hippopotamus? It raped the other hippopotamus. It's not going to be here tomorrow.
don't feel bad for the hippo.
Don't feel bad for it. We already told Disney about it. They don't care about raping hippos, I guess.
Dude, so it's great to have you guys, man. And we're so I wanted to. We were talking about clowns. Me and Ross here, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with John Wayne Gacy, but he
course.
is by far my favorite.
Fun story. Fun story.
Yeah.
My first date with my wife, we went to a Barnes & Noble, and I pulled the encyclopedia of serial killers, and I had her read the entry for John Wayne Gacy.
Wow.
And now you have children
and
somehow.
yeah, and that made her be like, I want to procreate with this man.
Just tell me more.
Yeah. Exactly. That's awesome. That's when you know you have a
wow,
hand, though.
that's a crazy first date, a Barnes & Noble. That's a bold move.
Well, I mean, like, I didn't have a car at the time, and she didn't have a reliable car. So, like, I mean, we went to a restaurant, and then it was like, well, what else can we do? And then it was like, well, let's watch planes go off at LAX. And, like,
That's romantic.
and then we went to, like, a park near my house. So, yeah, I mean, it lasted a long time, so she must have been feeling it.
Yeah, she was
dude.
feeling the Zach.
She was feeling it. 7 years later, she's still feeling it. You
Did
know?
she tell you
bumping
about?
against her in the middle of the night, and she's like, "No, I want to sleep." Like, you know, so
And does she still have a clown fetish or?
yeah.
Cool.
Is she a lunar?
That's why I'm called Honks the Clown.
Are you guys familiar with lunars?
No.
They're
Yeah.
people that get off to and are sexually excited
Balloons,
by
yeah.
balloons.
Oh,
Yeah.
And there's a
Everything is
featurette-
something.
Yeah,
right?
everything is a fetish somewhere, but they say that it stems from like childhood trauma.
It has
obviously.
to. Everything
But
has to
what,
do with
but what were you beat by a balloon? Like what was there a clown? Did you have a clown uncle?
What if they were like terrified
That was a dick?
of the balloon popping and watching people pop
the anxiety
balloon.
of it.
Yeah.
And that
Right.
mirrors the act of climax.
Or like edging
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. I could see that.
There was
and that squeaky sound.
There is like there's something that happens to people around a certain age that
Sure.
like will trigger weird stuff. I had a client who you guys are all familiar with his work. I'm not going to say who it is because he's a fucking goddamn gem. I'll tell you guys off the podcast. 'Cause
Adam
he's fucking
Sandler?
great.
Okay.
No, he's fucking.
Uncut
he's
Gems.
real.
If it's Jack Black, you can just say it. You can
No,
just-
he's not on camera, but he's done a lot of stuff that we
Nice.
love. But
Nice.
anyway, I was talking to him, and he's got a couple sons that are like, when his son was about 12, he started noticing like these searches were coming through, and he had blockers on all the fucking whatever, and he said like it was like boobs, no, got tits, sex, and then it was like lactating, and then it was
right.
like, and then it stops.
Right.
And he was like, fuck. He's like, I have to take all these filters off of my search engines because my son is going to start developing lactating fetish
Right.
at a young age.
right,
And like he
right.
knows that like that's right around the age when shit starts clicking.
Right.
So that was when he decided no more, and I'm just going to let my son find whatever he wants as opposed to
but
going
maybe
for the
still block
money.
horse cocks.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
just
that's
saying.
why I love like Chanel No. 5 so much, because I would always get into my sister's magazines like at a young age, and that would be the only like the first porn would just be like a titillating ad in Cosmo or something.
Is that why you lost your virginity to your sister too?
Yes, that's true. If you
Well,
can't
dude-
keep it in your pants, keep it in the family, right?
Hey.
Dude, speaking of incest, there's we're talking about religion. Clowns actually have like commandments. You know that?
No.
There's clown commandments.
Clown man-mints?
Yeah, there's
Clown
8 of them.
commandments?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
I guess they
better than
include.
the Clan Man mints.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
that's different.
He came down from Mount Bozo and
I guess they include remembering that a good clown entertains others by making fun of himself or herself and not at the expense or embarrassment of others.
Oh, right.
So is that where they vary from like jesters? There's some
Sure.
clowns that are like probably so pissed off at us because we're doing a clown episode and like their whole lives is
right.
clowndom.
They're
and
like,
I'm
I know
literally
some
reading a
professional
book.
clowns.
Yeah.
I do. I know some people that
I
do like
respect it.
professional clowning. It's like
Yeah, I met a few
It's no
professional
joke.
clowns in Disneyland.
well,
yeah.
no, I mean they work on like Las Vegas shows and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
exactly.
anything that you see that's like Cirque or it's like
Yeah.
a variety show where there's like sketch involved in it. Like a lot of that stuff comes from like clowning, exaggerated
Sure.
personas. Like there's some pretty interesting tenets to it that I can't really speak to because I've never studied
Right.
it. But like, yeah, the people who are really into it,
They're dead serious.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
dude, there was a one of my favorite comics, Jamar Neighbors,
Yeah.
who was
he's
very
so fucking funny,
very
dude.
fortunate. I had him in the Dick Neptune video.
Yep.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
Yep.
He's brilliant. Easily one of my
Great
favorite
guys.
comedians.
Great guy.
But his stand up is like so visceral and so like he's very animated and physical, and I fucking love it. But he does. He actually went to clown school.
Yeah.
Which is so rad. And
that makes sense.
And I was doing like when I started doing stand-up, it was very like absurdist. I'd just go out in a pink suit and just. I didn't care at all. I was, letting it go and just do like kind of free form, just silly stuff, and which it hasn't really veered too much from that. But I remember I did a show with Eric Lampere, who another let me just name drop more people, not anyone, but yeah, Eric was saying that like what I was doing because I'd do the psych out when I'd go dance. And then like pretend like I'm gonna, do my thing. I remember he was like, "Oh, I saw you clowning up there." And he's British, so I'm like, "Oh, is he like, I don't know, is he like bagging on me?" Because I really like Eric. I think he's great.
You talking shit?
Yeah, but no. But he was like, "No, like he's like, no, but that's great." He's like, "I love." It's like you're doing a form of clown, And I'm like, "Oh, dude, fuck yeah!" I never thought about it, but I've actually always wanted to go to clown college.
Of course, I did
too.
Like. My dad used to always like say it as a pejorative, like if you don't straighten up and fly right, you're gonna end up in clown college. And I'm like, good. I want So you're telling me I just need to be a goof off?
You're telling me I can be in Love by the Beatles?
Hey, do you guys think clowns hate on like? Is there a rivalry with like mimes are snooty,
right?
Like uptight.
There's a hierarchy of clowns.
There's gotta be some kind of weird thing.
Of course,
they like jump like a mime.
Clowns are less than like Barnum and Bailey clowns. Of course, they have to be.
You ever did you know that like bird watchers and bird photographers is two different groups of enthusiasts?
Of course.
And like there's dudes out there with binoculars that like if they see someone with a camera, they're like, "What the fuck's your problem, man? I'm just trying to look at this bird. Why are you trying to capture its soul, you fucking monster?" Like
I've seen also hunters that they have a gun, but it's a camera. So they don't actually shoot anything now, but they shoot it with a camera.
They shoot it.
Wow.
So they're like,
really
hey, I got
stupid.
A picture, so I would kill it if I had to.
I can't get behind any hobby that's based on a pun.
Yeah. He's all, I can't do this anymore. I can't be a hunter, shooter, whatever. And he's like, wants to blow his tongue
shoot myself in the hand.
Yeah, it's just like it's just pictures of his throat. Yeah.
A bunch of pictures of his beard.
Yeah.
Look, a bunch of hair.
He actually
They're gonna be real confused when they develop this at the Target later.
I know.
I actually got one of my friends in trouble for doing that once. I got a new phone number, and so I texted him. He's actually my friend that reminds me a lot of you.
Oh, okay.
Buddy Brandon, who I actually almost called you Brandon the other day. It was weird. I was like, fuck.
Brandon Boyd.
Yeah. No.
Awkward.
So I texted my buddy, and I was like, yo, man, this is my new number. And I said, this is Ross. And he wrote back as, oh, yeah, this is Ross, really? And, like, questioning.
Right.
And so I literally just took a photo of my armpit and sent it to him. And didn't think anything of it, right? Just whatever, dude. Like, I think you could see my face in there a little bit. Like, just fucking around. Just like, here you go, dick fuck.
Yeah.
No. So that night, I started getting all these fucking phone calls. It was the first iPhone that I ever got. So
I think I see where this is going.
I'm like, I didn't know how to do anything on the iPhone. I didn't know how to shut the fucking thing. I didn't even know how to turn it off. I like got this and I was like, I don't even know. Whatever. So I don't know how to shut it off. I don't know how to drop the fucking ringer. And I was getting phone call after phone call after phone call from Brandon's phone. And like finally I picked it up and I just hear his wife screaming like, and I'm like, oh my god, I fucking turned it off. And I came back the next morning and there was like 50 phone calls. I didn't get any fucking sleep because I just threw it in the other room.
Why was she calling so much?
Because she thought that some girl was taking photos of her pubes and sending it to Brandon.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's a picture of my armpit.
That's amazing.
I thought that the end of the story was going to be that he put your armpit hair on Craigslist and got like a bunch of perverts to call you.
Nice.
I've definitely
that would have
had
been cool.
Like someone, like they take a picture of a hot girl and then they're like, hey, text me, but like incorporate the word macaroni into your response so that I know you're for real. And so then I'm getting all these text messages that are like, do your macaroni spiral down? And like,
my God.
you be the mac, I'll be the cheese, baby. Like,
oh no.
Yeah, I got like a dozen messages that are all like
Awesome. You have a good
macaroni
Awesome.
puns.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's weird.
My dick
man.
looks like macaroni. Like,
Dude, so I guess, like, I don't know, clowns are, there's a shortage of clowns right now. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
No.
But we could go to clown college.
there's
Probably
also
free
a
scholarship.
shortage of hydrogen. Do you want to talk about that? That sounds a little more important.
I knew a few guys when I worked at Disneyland that went to clown college, and they would moonlight and work in Vegas as well as Disneyland. I knew a blue man, like an actual guy that went to clown college and was a blue man like on the weekends. And we went to Vegas once, and he brought us backstage and everything. And everybody thought like he really had a shaved head, but he really just wore like a skull cap.
Yeah.
And everybody was
Just chemo.
That's I had so many friends that were like, "Wait, you don't shave your head?" And you're like, "Dude, you see him every Tuesday at Disneyland. Of course he doesn't have a shaved head, you dummy."
Well, Disneyland apparently was very literal with like, you must be fat. Well, like, they only hire chemo people for bald characters.
Do you guys remember the clowns on Main Street in Disneyland?
Sure.
That was fucking rad.
And then Circus sued them for infringement. No.
Yeah, turf territory.
Isn't that crazy? There's a clown theme park in Vegas in a casino.
Right, Circus.
So, have you guys been to the Circus theme park?
Sure.
It's what's it called?
It's all indoors.
Dome.
Right? Yeah, it's all a big.
Yeah,
dome.
that was the first roller coaster with the loop that I've ever been on, and it like. It like broke me in, dude. I remember being like, "Wow,
and there was a
didn't know life
laser
could be this
tag,
exciting."
And there was like a bunch of like a big splash ride or something like.
Yeah, and I've read
like
a lot.
tidal wave ride.
Yeah, lots of people have died
I went to
there,
Excalibur.
too.
Yeah,
in the
really?
hotels.
Excalibur.
Like the mob fucking killed people in Circus.
Circus.
Yeah, like
But that's like all the old casinos, though. That it doesn't feel fair to like just pick on them because like the Sahara and the Gold Nugget and like it happened at all of them.
well, Circus somehow has outlasted all of those casinos.
Yeah, it's very strange that that's still. I mean, I guess it's like tucked away, like in the back of the strip. But I guess that's why it's. I don't know how that place
it's in a
survived.
James Bond film. Maybe that's how it
Fucking weird.
stayed around. I don't know. I mean, I do love it because it's like totally of that era.
Yes.
Like a clown. I mean, look at the new hotels. They're like super futuristic.
Yeah.
They look like Apple stores. Or, I don't know.
Oh my God! Speaking of super futuristic, I was in Venice yesterday, and there was this. I looked over and I was at the stop sign on Venice Boulevard, and I see this weird fucking like tubular structure. And I was looking, I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this some kind of crazy ass car wash? No, it's a house of pies. And it's fucking ultra futuristic looking.
Nice.
I mean,
Nice.
it's like fucking beyond. I've never
I
House of
believe
Pies.
it's a tube of pies.
it
Not
looked-
to get technical.
Yeah, it was fucking weird.
Right.
But I thought, wow, how weird of like that's like the House of Pies is going to be opening up a futuristic looking.
It's a dirigible of pies.
So
It's so weird.
What was that? Wasn't there a place that you were talking about that had clowns in it? A food joint?
Oh yeah, have
Right.
you guys ever been out to Sacramento before?
I thought you were gonna call.
Have you done meth? Have you freebased in a bathroom before?
I think I've been to like Woodland.
What's that one strip club that's all
Yeah.
clowns?
Oh yeah,
you're talking about
honkers.
it's clown room. It's called Jimbo's.
Jimbo's.
Jimbo's clown room?
Clowns. Yep.
What a more amazing.
Juggo's Jiggle Hut.
Imagine if they changed what the business was and kept the title.
Is it?
Do you think anyone owns a clown themed business that isn't a chain smoker?
Yeah,
Like
straight
I
up.
just can't imagine it. Like, well, welcome to Buzzy's Golf Shack. Yeah. You know, like doesn't matter. Like what like welcome to Binko's ice cream parlor. You fucking kid. Yeah. You know.
He puts a cigarette in the ice cream.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, there's.
Here's your Virginia Slims,
Yeah.
light vanilla, you bitches. It's just like
ashing in the fucking
Yeah.
cup. Yeah, there's a place called Pancake Circus in Sacramento that's a clown themed and a circus themed, but moreover clown themed breakfast joint. And there's I don't know what they're called, but it's like a clown faction of Sacramento. It's like the clowns of Sacramento, and they're all probably in their like late 60s, mid 70s. And I mean, like they've been doing this for a long time, but they still come to Pancake Circus and do
Nice.
fun little gags and shit. And
What?
it's great.
And dressed up as clowns.
They're totally rocking it.
They bring back like their glory days. In
They
the
do, yeah.
pancake spot.
and their glory holes. Yeah.
Yeah, the clown glory holes.
I think it's kind of sad that we've seen like collectively as a nation, like we've turned our back and against clowns,
Sure.
and we've really like labeled clowns as creepy and weird, and I think it's kind of a shame because growing up, I loved clowns, and I thought they were awesome. I had a clown for my 8th birthday party show up, Scorby the clown, and I do think it's a fucking sad sight to see.
It's
like
a weird art.
It is a weird art.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's a
curious.
cool performative
Because
art.
it's not just like clowning, it's like magic too a lot of times, and then like the art of the balloon making. There's like so many different.
But it's like the main thing with clowns is like persona development.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's like character work, but like you embody it the whole time that you're in it. It's like being Tony Clifton, but not an asshole.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah.
When
Unless you're an asshole
and like
clown.
juggling and mime work, and it's all this. It's all like
Unicycles
wrapped in the
and-
same like
Yeah.
thing.
you should have had your Twisted shirt on for this
I
episode.
know, man. Fucking,
ICP,
I bought
dog.
an insane clown. Like, there's this. You guys have heard of Twisted?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a Twisted shirt the other day.
Nice.
Pretty cheap. I was pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
You
I
He has a
in your
tramp stamp
Faygo,
of.
or-
Huh?
You have some Faygo?
I
or-
wish. You can't really get. I mean, you can get
I-
Faygo around here every once in a while, but
I think
You can
in
get
the IE
Faygo
you
at
can, yeah.
at Bevmo.
you
Yeah.
can.
Sure.
But it's not. It's like in the glass bottles. It's like the classy Faygo. It's like really, if you're gonna drink Faygo, it's got to be out of like a 32-ounce fucking.
It's like
plastic bottle.
Fagare.
Yeah.
It is.
I was playing an acoustic set at the House of Blues with my old pop rock band that I was in, and this was the House of Blues Sunset before the shit closed
Oh yeah.
down.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a cool looking building.
Yeah,
Sure
it
was.
was way
Fucking
It had
cool.
the like stage that opened up from the bar or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? The bar opened up and then the stage came out.
So
Whoa.
we did an acoustic set on the same night as an Insane Clown Posse show.
Nice.
Oh
I've
my
never been so terrified for my life.
What a weird
I've never-
lineup.
Yeah.
What a weird like, hey, we're gonna have you guys open for
We
ICP.
we were on a different stage. We were like basically like the Piddling small act that was probably like pay for playing, but because
Sure.
the lead singer had a rich daddy, we
Yeah.
like you know,
Right.
Dude,
Yeah.
so that you think that was a weird fucking mix. So I saw Insane Clown Posse in Detroit
Wow.
and at Cobo Hall,
that sounds
and
crazy.
when I was 17, and in Cobo Hall there's like different halls to it. So there's the concert hall, and then there's like another hall adjacent to it. Well, when we all spilled out of the main hall after the show, just so happened next door was like a Baptist convention. So it's all these black Baptist people that were thinking that, oh my God, like the fucking
Right.
Satan is like upon us. And here are all these fucking weirdos like covered in fucking soda and sweat
Right.
and face paint that's just
Right.
fucking coming off, just coming at us with like demonic imagery. It was.
And they rap.
It was fucking unbelievable, but it was so
The
crazy.
worst.
Do you think even Baptists are like, it's pretty easy to explain how magnets work? Like,
Oh.
you
Dude. So we went and saw Fast 9
Yep.
Awesome.
recently.
How was it?
Cinematic
I
achievement.
mean,
dude.
it's
Beautiful.
the Insane Clown Posse of movies.
So
Yeah.
it revolves around two things. Number one, it revolves around God.
Yeah.
Number two, revolves around fucking magnets.
Nice.
And at the end of the movie, I thought, oh my God, like they needed to have Insane Clown Posse in this movie.
Yeah.
Because literally the whole movie, like the whole ending of the movie, is fucking magnets.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, can I just say, at the Insane Clown Posse concert, I've never seen such a big fucking merch booth.
Oh, dude.
D-
yeah.
dude,
They
They
sell the
usually-
shit
Ill,
out of
dude.
everything.
Oh my god.
They-
like what?
The
They
only
have
thing
like
bigger is Kiss.
3-4 t-shirts at like a normal concert. They probably had 100 different t-shirts
You know what?
at the fucking merch booth.
If you were to go over to that merch booth and fucking spend some, if you just had like a couple $100 sitting in your pocket that night, if you would have went over to that merch booth and just grabbed some t-shirts, a couple of souvenirs, and held on to them till now, you'd be able to flip each one of those shirts for like quadruple what you paid for it, at least.
You know,
I wish I knew that back then.
I've
dude,
sold like
he makes
random,
bank off.
dude. I've sold random Insane Clown Posse merch, like not even that old. I mean, considering,
Sure.
because they've been around for like 800 years.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've sold some of their shit for like ridiculous
In the
money.
dawn of time,
Yeah, there was Violent J,
there were
Shaggy.
cockroaches and insane clown posses roamed the land. They were
That's like, you know,
feral
that's
and
funny because like
Dude,
we're
Quest
talking about
for Fire.
clowns, like so. Yeah, maybe that's one of the reasons why I loved Insane Clown Posse so much growing up. because I loved clowns in general.
Well, dude, so it's funny that you brought up the like scary clown thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, it came ahead in 2016 during the election, where there was that odd comeback
clown.
of well, that guy, but the clowns too. There was remember that the clown scares,
Yeah,
the great
right,
clown
right,
scare
right.
of
It was
2016.
It was like a meme or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and people were
Yeah.
people were dressing up as clowns and scaring
Well, I
people.
think
Right,
it
or
was-
just holding a
God.
balloon
And all
in
those
like
like
a
big
dark
clown
neighborhood.
sightings at schools.
Yeah.
I wish that was real again. Can that be the biggest problem?
Right, right,
again?
right,
Yeah.
right, right.
I remember hearing
The
about
clown
the
flu.
Haitian president getting assassinated, and I was like, this would not have been news last year. No one would have talked about this
I
for
know.
more than 2 days.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
then the new It movie came out around that time too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
which really like solidified
Sure.
creepy clowns.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that
know
first
clowns
It
are-
movie was a real banger,
It was
but that
awesome.
second one was a real
of
stinker.
shit.
Oh yeah,
Right.
it's awful.
It's the story itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's the structure. It's better when it's kids because it makes sense.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right. The first half is always the better half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well-
in that story.
I mean,
and
yeah,
in
for
love.
the most part.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Back
It sounded like some poem or something. I don't know. Never mind. But with clowns though, like
The first half is the bestest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just miss the days when clowns weren't so prejudiced against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now people
Prestidigitated.
people
They
think
were
that they are
profiled.
rapists.
Yeah.
That they use that they
I talked to
have
a girl
with
with a real clown fetish. Like she legitimately like brought up like that she likes to have a guy like dress up as a clown and fuck her.
She probably
Whoa.
loves Insane Clown
Yeah.
Posse.
I don't know. I didn't ask her
I
that,
bet she does.
but it's straight up like she wants like
Did you do
bozo
it?
style. I didn't do it. No.
so style.
It's like, no.
Fuck me, Bozo style.
I have my principles.
Honk, honk. Yeah.
Wear the shoes.
I have dignity. All right.
This is like your crucible moment. You're like,
How big
are
leave
your
me my name.
Yeah.
Can you put your nose on?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that barber, Richie the Clown, or Richie the Barber?
Mm-mm.
He's like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
the guy that does Steve-O's hair, who's another clown.
Mm.
Yeah.
But he's like got his face, he's got his whole body tattooed, but he's got his whole head tattooed like fucking like a clown.
What?
Yeah, and he's got these weird little fucking horns, but he's got these fucking sick clown shoes they're Nikes. They're like Nike Air Force Ones, but they're clown shoes. They're sick.
There's also the Dodger clown guy too. There used to be back in the day, the Dodgers when they were in Brooklyn, they had the dem bums, and it was like a clown bum guy. It was
Really?
like their mascot, and I was like, that's fucking rad. But what I was thinking about was now I feel like there is a couple people that have actually waved the flag of clowndom, like not being creepy, and that's that guy that's on American Idol or whatever, or America's Got Talent.
Tape face?
No,
Gwen Stefani.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
no,
go.
yeah,
Is it Chuckles or?
yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
something
where he like
that?
sings.
He
songs.
sings, but he's a clown.
Yeah, and that guy, like, people really like they really respect him and enjoy his stuff, and it's kind of crazy to think that there is like a modern clown that actually is like doing,
Accepted.
yeah, because he is like, and not enough for me to remember his name off the top of my head, but no, I'm also, like I said, coming off a bender of 17 days. Me and ICP actually, I had a friend that went to the gathering. And it sounded amazing.
Nice.
It was like
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice did the
Sure.
Terminator song, the fucking Ninja Turtle song. That'd be amazing if there's a lost Vanilla Ice Terminator song.
Yo, T1000,
Yeah.
step up to the microphone. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's great, dude.
they have like a robot breakdown, dude. That'd be
Yeah.
so sick.
Mm-hmm. Terminator.
Rap.
Yeah, hell yeah.
had a couple-
Terminator rap.
I had a couple of friends. I think I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but I had a couple of friends of mine that worked at doing the Coachella event. Like they were like backstage people,
Sure.
and they would go to the gathering every year, and they would take ideas from the gathering and
Sure.
bring them to Coachella.
Yeah, why not?
Mm.
Why not?
So the
Dude.
gathering is an ICP thing? Or?
Yeah.
It's like a
yeah.
festival.
Gathering of the Juggalos.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I
but
just-
Tila
it's-
Tequila got bottles thrown at.
Yeah,
Remember
that's
that?
right. Yeah, a bottle. And I heard that she was getting all kinds of shit thrown at her. I just bought my best friend for his birthday. My best friend, he's a dad. He's got 2 little daughters, and for his birthday, I bought him this really cool like masculine diaper bag, and I filled it full of like random vintage gear that like he would like, like
Right.
some dumb shit that like he wore this like back in the day. He used to wear like a bunch of Tasmanian Devil shit, but I found him a Gathering of the Juggalo shirt from 2011. No, I fucking totally threw that in there. I'm like, boop.
Dude, we just saw a guy at Chipotle, and it blew my mind. And it, like, you know, people get those like old English, like
Yeah.
the year they were born. It was 2001.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really bizarre. 'Cause,
And he
like,
looked.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked big.
Yeah,
He
I'm
was
like,
a big
what?
boy.
Yeah,
But that
wait,
was a long. I mean, that was 20 years ago, man.
that's so freaky, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think it's just maybe he loved the year 2001 for
Maybe.
some reason?
He was a big
Man.
Stanley Kubrick fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or 9/11
Maybe.
fan. He's
He
a
never
big.
wants to forget.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he never wants to forget. I know. So
He's like trying to turn around fast.
I thought
in
I'd
the
do
mirror, like,
something-
what was? I'm not trying to forget.
Well, speaking of 9/11, this I thought it'd be fun to try a new bit on the show called "Be a Character." It's a little improv game.
Nice,
So I have
nice.
props here.
Totally
The
out of my
audio portion
wheelhouse.
will describe what we're wearing here, but
Oh, you have several props.
yeah, here,
Awesome.
please
Oh my
give these hats to.
Oh man. Here we are.
Here,
I love it.
give this
Make
to
sure it's
Zach.
facing the right way. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here you go.
For me. Oh, sweet. Like, these kind of match.
Hello.
Okay, so we're getting all of our stuff because I thought this would be great for the clown episode. You know, this
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
goes along with clowndom. So
Was this sterilized?
uh,
I'm worried about the epsilon variant.
well, it's just me that's used it. So you've got
Yeah.
you've got the.
Well, if
OG
it's just your cock,
vax.
that's already been in my
Okay.
mouth. So
Well, that's a little BTS information for you guys. Zach sucked my dick during the break.
What
No,
is that from?
BTS?
Is that Doc Brown or is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
actually
look like-
scalped a man in Burma, and he was a very bright guy, and I
Nice,
felt,
nice.
dude, back in the day that was like a thing. There was probably some crazy guys that were like, yeah, I took a scalp because he
the
was
phrenology.
smart.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it would wear on me if I'm wearing his brains, you know.
I
So
have 4
and-
kids, fatherless. It's fine.
yeah.
How did Kanye West wear these glasses? They're very strange.
Yeah.
they
So
are.
right now, we're going to do a
Venetian
game called
blinded.
Be a Character. So Daryl's wearing a little red hat with glitter on it.
Thank you.
Zach has a little red hat with glitter and a microphone from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like. and
That's a reverb now.
Ross here has some Kanye glasses.
I think I'm dressed up as Manolo right now.
Yeah, you are,
so
dude.
awkward.
A little Manolo.
Hey.
And then I'm wearing a Doc Brown scalp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a quick improv game that'll last. This will last 60 seconds. All right, it's called Be a Character. We're gonna do that right now. All right, be a character.
I'm so
I sucked a horse's dick.
you
Yeah.
That is
for wearing that red hat.
that's fascinating. I'm glad we could be here today.
So proud of you and your death.
I like that very much. I'm a character
Yeah.
that always likes things.
And your death.
What was that again? I didn't hear you. I'm deaf.
Yeah.
I'm blind. I can't see anything. I couldn't see this guy who raped me.
Yeah, man, I raped you. I fucked you in the ass. After
Yeah.
I was done sucking a horse's dick.
That was good. Yes, ending
Uh-huh.
there.
Yeah.
I'm blind. I hope we're not wearing the same hat because that would be weird.
Drake Bell.
I thought you guys were twins. Oh, Drake Bell, yeah. He likes to diddle kids, huh?
Whatever happened to
Crosby.
Pogs? All right, that was scene. Thank you guys.
Okay.
That was fun. Be
Wow.
a character.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if Manolo's ever sucked a horse's dick, and I don't even know. Were you guys talking about sucking horses' dicks
Let's
earlier?
hope he does.
but yeah, well, you
I
said
said horse cocks at one point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were.
I
like
can't
this-
remember.
So
That's
it's-
just one of like 17 times today I've said
Yeah,
horse cocks. I
that's
can't
like-
be asked to recall them all.
That
Ross.
makes sense. Like I was wondering, I was like, where did horse dicks come from?
Well, it sounds like a
Normally I
clown name. Happy Hands. That video, yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like a clown? But that is not a
does-
video I recommend looking up.
I was gonna bring up, you know, who's always had clowns is fucking rodeos.
That's
yeah.
true.
Rodeos,
Yeah,
yeah.
rodeo
Yeah.
clowns.
They never went away or anything.
What do you think they pay there? The rodeo clowns.
They probably pay him in peanuts or some sort of snack.
If
some sort of
do they keep-
concession.
do they
King
keep
of the
them in a
Hill is
cage?
to be believed, it's not a lot of money.
right,
Do
right.
they keep them in a cage and stuff?
keep him in a
Like,
barrel.
Teach
Yeah,
them.
they do,
Teach
yeah.
them certain.
They just
English.
roll them down the road. They push them on the front of the tour bus, you know? Yeah.
Dude, so this has been fun, guys, clowning around with you. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, this is a segment we've brought back to the show, and you can improvise if you didn't put any thought into it. I mean, I'm kind of springing it on you, but what would you say your dream ride would be, Mr. Daryl?
In any park?
Just any. It could be IP. It could be just a ride that you've always wanted to see.
We've talked about this before on the podcast.
Well, yeah, you could.
It's coming back, baby.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to see some sort of like a VR.
You have a lot of red glitter on your nose right now. It's I'm sorry, I'm just distracted because it's so
later.
sexy. Yeah.
I would have a ride that had a lot of red glitter on your nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that put. Now, actually, I would bring.
I don't know
back,
if I'm legally allowed to ride that anymore since the dog park incident.
I would
yeah.
bring back the ET ride from Universal Studios. That's what I would do.
Dude.
That ride was off. Here's the thing. At the end of the ride, they didn't say my name because at the fucking kiosk, they let you pick the names of like whatever your name was, but my name was not in the kiosk.
Yeah.
And my dad didn't want me to hold up the line, so he's like, just pick whatever name. And I was like, but Dad, it doesn't have. He's like, just move along. So I picked Darren, and then at the end of the ride, like ET's like, thank you, Darren, and I'm like, that's not my name.
I love you, Bort.
Yeah.
Why did you get kicked out of the dog park?
No, that's what we call in stand-up a bit, Ross.
Oh,
It didn't actually happen.
Well, because I yesterday.
Don't break the fourth wall.
Yeah,
well,
dude.
I mean, yesterday I almost got kicked out of a post office.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
having a
and
dog?
it was fucking surreal.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what is going on? Is this guy for real?
I didn't know there were rules in a post office.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy was like, it was a very strange interaction. I will say
Yeah.
that it was odd because I had a conversation with this guy in line about what I needed at the post office.
Right.
And he walked away, and I wasn't wearing a mask. Neither was like 7 other people waiting in line.
Sure.
But he, for whatever reason, singled me out. Not the 2 other people in front of me, or the people. Well, then he started going off at the people behind me.
But like, why would he pick on? I was
really
thinking
weird.
like
Were
if
you
you were
wearing,
like a
like-
little guy or something.
Were you in
you're
full
a big
ICP
guy.
gear?
He-
Like,
I was just normally. I was dressed. I don't even remember what I was dressed like yesterday. Oh, I was wearing.
I was wearing full Juggalo makeup.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really strange, and the guy was like, "You can't be in here without a mask," and I'm like, "I don't have one. Like, I this is the first time I don't have one. I didn't have one. Like, I've been to several because I buy and sell, so I've been to several post offices since they lifted the mask mandate, and no one said a fucking word. So I didn't. Yeah, it was.
That's
it was
odd
really
because
weird.
the one by my house, this
would
was
laugh
like
at you
a
if they
month
did.
ago. Yeah, I was wearing a mask, and they're all like,
You don't gotta take that.
yeah,
thing.
yeah. And this was way before the mandate, and yeah, all of them in there. And then I looked, and I saw like God's on my side, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see where this is
Right.
going. But then
Right.
they
Gotta take that mask off, kiddo.
Yeah.
This is Buzzo's post office. You gotta fucking take that mask off so we can see your makeup.
Yeah, we
Dude,
gotta see
full
that smiling
circle,
face
dude.
of yours.
Yeah. No, and yeah, it's fun, man. Thinking about dream rides, clowns raping people.
Yeah.
But what?
What about you, Zach? What would be your dream ride?
It wouldn't be raping people.
Well,
Yeah, I said clowns raping people. Yeah, sorry about
What a
the
seamless
segue.
transition,
Yeah,
Robert.
I know. It's been a long day. We've done 3 pods.
How come you haven't taken off yet?
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know.
figure it out. No,
I know.
we're all in the same tier. And
Yeah.
I love you very much. I've thought about this a lot, and I think you're gonna really appreciate this. My dream ride is not a new ride. It is a holiday-themed overlay for a current ride at Disneyland.
Oh.
And that is, for Halloween time, they should do an Ichabod Crane overlay
Dope.
Oh.
of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Dude.
that
Oh
would
my
be dope.
God.
That would
dude.
be
How dope would
Yeah.
that be?
It would be
Dude,
dope.
that blew my
It would
mind.
make the line 10 times longer.
Yep.
Dude, that was
Yeah.
so rad that I really regret all of the clown rape and murder jokes. Because that's what they do. John Wayne Gacy. No, I'm
they-
just kidding, clowns.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's not what they do. And we
You know,
proved
John Wayne
that.
Gacy, Ronald McDonald, just all of them.
A Sleepy
it's-
Hollow ride would be cool, though.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, dude.
That'd be
Dude,
great.
well, they have.
Well,
in-
because you know the Mr. Toad and Ichabod
It was on the
Yeah.
same
is the
VHS.
original movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
So that came out in the theaters, and it was half Mr. Toad and then half Ichabod Crane.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's weird is
So-
that you don't, because Mr. Toad kind of sucked, the movie.
Right.
And
It's kind of not really about anything.
right.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
it's not.
The
And
Wind
like,
in the Willows, right? That's
Wind in the
story.
Willow. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's not even
well,
really
it's one
about
like
Mr. Toad.
part of Wind in the
Yeah,
Willows.
yeah.
My automobile or whatever. Yeah, he's a drunk. That's
Right,
the
right.
story.
It's
He's
just
an alcoholic.
The horseless carriage. Yeah.
Yeah.
what would be your dream ride, Robert?
Oh man, that's a heavy question, dude. Boy, John Wayne Gacy musical.
Fuck.
No, I would say
Like a 4D
I would
ride.
say, dude,
There's
I would
that,
love a Candyland ride. Honestly,
Really?
They were gonna
Like
do
a-
one back in the day.
Dude.
really?
Yeah, they
What-
were.
what
And there's
property?
That would
Like,
be
what-
really fucking dope.
Yeah, right.
What
Honestly.
theme park
Yeah,
would
that's-
do
If they
that?
did a dark ride with
Disneyland
like
was gonna do
fluorescent
one.
paints,
Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
There was going to be a Candyland ride or a candy-based ride at Disneyland back in the day. There was plans for it, and there's a. I don't know if it is, but to me it seems like a nod to that idea. When you're at DCA walking down Buena Vista Street, there's that candy shop,
Sure.
and in one of the windows there's like a candy mountain.
Yeah.
That is like I think
Yeah.
it's a nod to that. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I kind of drew the parallel when I saw
Sure,
that.
sure,
I was
sure.
like, oh, this has got to be
Yeah.
a nod.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Well-
they were gonna do that. That'd be fucking sick.
Damn, dude.
It'd
I don't
be
know.
sick.
What would your dream
You
ride
know,
be, Watts?
So I thought about this for a while, or I thought about it for a while, and it kind of goes on. Like when you're a kid, you always have these dreams of like I've always been a huge hockey fan, and like I always had this dream of like winning the Stanley Cup and like this whole journey of being a hockey player and playing with my favorite players. And I think it would be fucking rad if there was some kind of like Harry Potter, you know, like mixed, like how there's that mixture of like screens and also animatronics
Right.
and actual things, like the Road to the Stanley Cup. I think it'd be such a fun ride.
Like
to sh-
first person or
Yeah,
like
like
POV?
totally like a first-person fun. You know, like scoring the winning goal in the Stanley
Right.
Cup Finals and being able to hold the Stanley Cup over your head.
Dude,
Just fun
that
things
sounds
like
fun. Yeah.
Just
I think
something-
as VR becomes more and more prevalent,
Sure.
there's gonna be some stuff like that.
Yeah, and I
that-
don't even necessarily think it. Like, I don't even think VR is really would be the full answer.
Right.
But some kind of like screen in different rooms and like almost like a roller coaster, and you know,
Right.
from the locker room, just seeing guys' cocks everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and then like doing
You're making me
cocaine,
thirsty.
Right,
drinking,
right.
fucking getting loaded.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm,
going back to
mhm.
Russia,
I love
fucking
it.
hookers.
Love it.
You know, the whole nine. I think that would be
Oh.
a great fucking ride.
Dude,
And then
all-
eating cereal out of the Stanley Cup. with
Absolutely,
kids,
yeah. And then
I'll-
throwing it at the bottom of the fucking pool, denting it, fuck it up. Yeah,
dude,
Halfway through, they go on strike.
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, this has been. I mean, all of the rides sound like a great time.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know,
for
man.
sure.
This is. We're gonna have plenty more episodes where we can discuss, you know, the nitty gritty, like of clowns. We could talk about anything on the show, but
Before we
Yeah.
end, I have a question for all of you guys. Do you think
Round
that
table.
we will ever turn the corner and clowns will be not only accepted but celebrated in society once again?
well, he is running in 20. No, I'm just-
Like revered. Like the people will be like, my grandfather was a clown.
Yeah.
I think it's just like anything else where it gets incorporated into the next thing. I mean, like people who hated hip hop music loved soul music, even though hip hop
Right.
music was just sampling old soul records. You know,
Right.
so a
it's-
rapping clown. Oh, no, insane
Yeah.
clown,
I
right?
feel like,
Insane Clown Posse.
like TikTok and those types of things could definitely bring back clowning because it's all like meant for like, you know, quick film stuff.
Dude, a booty clown chick.
Yeah. You could totally have a twerking clown.
A
for
twerking
sure.
clown,
Yeah.
yeah.
Drop the clown. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah. There you go.
Twerks the clown. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to spank it to that, and thank you guys for being on the show. No, just kidding. I don't have a penis anymore. There's a freak accident. Yeah, it's
That's
a,
why we
skin
can't
flap.
go back to the dog park. Guys!
Dude, this has
Come
been a hoot and a holler. Where can people follow you, Mr. Daryl Williams?
This Comics Life, anywhere on that, social platforms, whatever. Just look up This Comics
I mean,
Life.
what is your home address?
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
What
This
a
Comics
million.
Life, and you guys have.
Yeah.
So, you guys have a podcast coming
Yeah,
out.
we have a podcast forthcoming. Robert's already done an episode. We'll get you guys both on there.
Oh,
at
sure,
some
sure,
point
sure.
in
You
time
big
in the future.
Seinfeld fan,
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah.
I have never seen a full episode of Seinfeld.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
so
I
that'll
fucking
be.
love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah. You'll be able to get into it for sure.
I know all the
So-
characters.
Yes.
Nazi.
By the time this probably drops, we'll be coming
probably
out
be
with
Probably
it.
out,
So
yeah.
so it's called Spongeworthy, and you know we do get a little bit frisky with it.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah!
But it's basically just a Seinfeld recap show. We go over all the episodes from soup to nuts.
Yep.
Soup
From
to
soup
Nazis.
Nazis to soup nuts, and yeah,
That's
it's
Marx
pretty
Brothers
fun.
short, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duck soup to duck nuts. Yeah,
Right.
it's
Did you guys
Good
start
stuff.
on episode 1 and you're working your way
Yep.
through?
yeah. With the early episodes, do we want to just like prattle on at the end of your podcast? we did the like first 4 episodes just us two because like that first season of Seinfeld, it's a little like
Sure.
transitional.
Sure.
And like they didn't like
It's a
have
short
the budget
first
yet.
season.
Yeah, it's only 5 episodes.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you can also find me on Instagram at ZaxSnacks, ZaxXSNAXX.
Dude, I want to thank you guys for all of the magic you've brought into the show. You know, it's
And
it's
Robert
fun.
credits you guys to saving the podcast.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
sure,
I,
Oh, hey.
I feel like you did, man. You came in a weird time where like I was transitioning into a butterfly.
Yeah.
To quote the Deftones. No,
Right.
but I'm excited, guys.
Are you the butterfly that Kendrick Lamar pimped?
Yeah,
Is that,
dude.
yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
I heard about that.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
Pretty
I
big deal. Yeah.
I've metamorphosized a lot in my life,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
you know, next
Kafka.
time I'll probably in full clown regard,
Sweet.
and I will probably have a penis because I can just use my nose.
Sure,
There you go.
sure,
So there
sure.
we go. But
Yeah.
guys, thank
Honk,
you for
honk.
watching. Thank you for
Where
listening.
can they find you, Robert?
Oh
You
yeah,
have
that's
no-
right. Duh.
Fucking A, dude.
Well, you
Yeah, introduce
you
yourself.
found you found me this far this here. My name is Robert. I had a brain aneurysm before the show. No, Robertland Podcast on everything. And
Yeah.
where can they follow you, Ross?
YouTube and Instagram, it's Rossco Soletrain with odd spelling. And all of the links will be down below
Sure.
in this YouTube video because fucking A right. You gotta do that
Like,
shit.
comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And,
And,
ring
uh,
that notification bell. Bing, bing, bedeling, ding.
Heck yeah.
You
All right,
can
guys.
join our Patreon.
Give me
I
money!
watch so many Guitar Gear reviews now that I'm
Yeah.
like, and if you want to be part of my like backstage club, like it's like, yeah, they all have like their
Yeah.
fucking spiel. You know?
Yeah,
If you want to see my backstage club, then you
You're
can.
gonna get fucked, baby.
yeah.
But yeah, man, this has been great. Well, we're going to show each other our backstages right now. And you better keep that hat on.
Thank you.
All right. Dude.
Yeah.
Thanks,
good
guys.
times, guys.
Fuck
That
yeah,
was
dude.
hilarious.